And welcome to Little Hatchlings Art Lessons. Today we're going to draw another one of Bluey's friends. Today we're going to draw Indy. So we're going to start with a pencil instead of marker, because then we can go back over it and outline with darker colors instead of just all black outline. Okay, so we're going to start with her eye. Making that oval shape. And then an oval inside of it. And then her nose goes from right here straight out like that. Then she has kind of a triangular shaped nose. And then we're gonna have a highlight over here, and this will get filled in. I think I need to round it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then her other eye goes from right here down to right here, and then her pupil, the black part, is right here. Okay, and now her nose comes from right here, curves down, flattens out a little bit, and then comes up in a smile. And then we're gonna draw a smile line here, and she's showing her teeth in a smile. So it's gonna come like that, and then down right here, and then a little line for the teeth. And if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause it so you can get caught up. Okay, and then up here, we're gonna do her eyebrows. So here's one, and then the other one's a little lower, right there. Okay, so for her hair, the first hairline goes from right here to here, and then she's got a center part for her hair, and then it comes over here, and it goes right next to her eye, comes down and over. Okay. Now, the rest of her hair, the outer line of it is right here. We're making a rainbow shape, coming up and over and meeting down in the center part, then up and over again and coming down this way, and then a little line out like this, and then keeps going down and it curves over. And there's going to be a hairband right here, which is basically two ovals. And then over here, it comes down behind her nose just a little bit, and then you're going to draw the two ovals right there. And then inside of her hair, there are some other lines. So there's one right here, and one right here. And it meets up to the center part, and then over here too. It comes down all the way to the hairband, and then this one comes over here and down. And then this one comes up, and this one doesn't go to the part, it goes right here. And then this one comes over here and just kind of fades off right there. Okay. So then come to where the eye is, go behind the nose, and that's where, So come just inside of the eye, that's where the bottom part of her, like the side of her body is. It just comes down a little bit. Oh, and we didn't finish her hair. I guess we should do that. So it makes kind of an almond shape, kind of, or the end of a paintbrush, you can also think of it as. This one's more of an almond. Okay, and then right here is the other side of her body. So it comes down and then over. Okay, let's draw her vest. So we're going to draw a curved line right here and a curved line right here. Let's draw her arms. So we've got this diagonal line here with 3 fingers. And then some fur lines right here. And then it comes up and curves around. So that's one of her arms. She's kind of crossing her arms here. So we're going to draw a diagonal line right here. And then we're going to draw a curved line right here. And some fur lines coming down. And then just 2 fingers show, 1 and 2. Okay, so now we can finish her vest. It comes down behind her arm like that. And there's going to be different colors in there, but we can do that when we're coloring like that. Okay, and then she's got a necklace. So it's a swirl like this. Like that. And then there's 2 lines that come from the swirl. Okay, and now we're going to come over here and draw this side of her body. And we want it to come over. And it looks like I went a little tiny bit too far down here. So I'm going to erase right there. And then her vest comes down to here. Okay, then her legs, they're a little wider than like Bluey's, and they poof out a little bit like that. And then this one comes down almost like she's got bell bottoms. Okay, and then this one will start right here. We'll come down and out, same as before. And then right here, we're going to come down and like that. And then her feet, they curve down and then come around and up. And then 2 toe lines. And same thing over here, curve down, around and up, and 2 toe lines. All right, and then her tail comes from right here and out, and then it comes back, it's wider and bumpy right there. So she has lots of different colors on hers. And so I'm going to do like the outlines with markers, but I just want to show that there's no line that shows the difference between there, so you want to do that with colored pencil. And sometimes it can be hard to match the colors exactly, but just do the best with what you've got. So you've got kind of an orangey brown color for this part of her body. So from here up, I'm going to color it this orangey brown just to show you. And so when you color, you can separate it that way. And then down here, it'll be a pale yellow color for the rest of her. And her hair is actually the same color, that orangey brown, as right here. Okay. And then her hairband is green. The top of her vest is pink. And then a little bit of blue shows. And then it's a brown vest. All right, so I'm gonna do the rest in time lapse, and then you can pause it and you can use my picture as a reference.